What is up, everybody? Brick Artemis here. If it is your first time here, then welcome. If you've been here before, well, then welcome back. Today, we are going to be doing part 2 of ranking all of my figures. A little over a year ago now, maybe almost 2 years ago now, I ranked all of my figures. At that time, I had 25 Hot Toys. Now, let me just clarify. Hot Toys figures. I now have 60 Hot Toys figures, with 5 on the way, should be here within the next month. But I don't have the patience. I want to get this ranking done now. Top 60 Hot Toys figures in my collection. Yes, ranking all 60 of my Hot Toys figures coming your way. Guys, I've done this before. I'm really excited to do part 2. Maybe next time I'll have 100 for you. But this time, it's the 60. There are some surprises, and I'm really excited to show you guys how I feel about these rankings. Now, it's not just the figure that I'm ranking, okay? Because obviously certain figures are by far superior, okay? But like, for example, just because it's bigger or has a really cool base or has a better head sculpt does not mean I ranked it higher. I put all those things together as well as like what the figure means to me. So this is my own personal ranking, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts down below, whether it's ranking my collection or, you know, your own collection, like your favorite figures down below in the comments. Just let me know what your favorite figures are and all that good stuff. But guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and do like this cool thing where like the camera goes into my collection and I'm going to disappear. So, yeah. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. Ranking 60 Hot Toys figures in my collection. This is going to be fun, and I'm really looking forward to this. So let's go ahead and get started with number 60. And yes, unfortunately, coming in last place is still Black Widow, the snowsuit version. It's not that she's a terrible figure. I have her in the collection, but she's definitely not better than the ones ahead of her. She has her issues. I've talked about it before. The proportions are wrong. The suit is off. I can't keep talking about this figure, guys. Let's move on to number 59. Coming in at number 59, we have one of my newest figures, and that is Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, this is an older figure, so I give it the benefit of the doubt. I had to have him in my collection, though. But, yeah, he's definitely not up there with some of these other figures, but he's here. Coming in at number 58, we have the Purple Rain suit, Miles Morales from the Spider-Man 2 video game. These colors, man, they just pop. The suit looks amazing, but he just doesn't make it higher on the list. Number 57, we have Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman 84. Now, I'm really wanting to get some of the newer Wonder Womans, but I think right now I'm just not really into the DCEU stuff, and she's just not making it higher on the list for me, but cool figure nonetheless. Next up, we have the Spider-Man 2099 from Across the Spider-Verse, which is a phenomenal movie. But, you know, it might surprise you because you guys know that I love Miles Morales, but this Spider-Man figure just doesn't cut it for me like the other ones do in the line, and I think it has a lot to do with its flexibility in the suit. I'm not sure, or lack of accessories maybe. I don't know what else you could come with though, but yeah, maybe a diorama base. I don't know, but something's off with this figure, and it just does not meet my fancy. I'm gonna go ahead and put Qui-Gon Jinn at number 55. I absolutely love the Phantom Menace. You guys know that. But the figure's getting a little old, and I want to upgrade. I really want to upgrade with this figure, but hey, nonetheless, cool figure. At number 54, I'm going to go ahead and put the Miles Morales upgraded suit from, yes, the Spider-Man 2 video game. Really cool looking suit. Definitely want that OG in the collection, and here he is. At number 53, I'm going to go ahead and put Doc Ock from No Way Home. Now, this is a really cool figure. I just have my issues with the head sculpt, which brings it down a lot. And, of course, the tentacles. I feel like they should be a little stronger and feel a little bit better with the figure. Other than that, though, really cool figure. At number 52, I went ahead and put Vision on here. I think he's a really cool figure. Again, there are some issues with him. I mean, a lot of issues with the ankles. I would say, some QC issues, and yeah, I'm gonna put that up against it. And the cape is the worst cape I've ever seen Hot Toys ever do. But other than that, cool looking figure. Mysterio coming in at number 51. Not making the top 50, but a cool looking figure. You can even light up that head sculpt, which is really cool. I love the little smoke that comes around him. The cape is cool. Definitely a cool figure. Just missing the top 50 by a little bit. And you guys know me. I love my Spider-Man villains. And breaking the top 50 mark, we have Captain America from the Avengers Endgame movie. Cool figure, but I need the new cap, and that's the one I'm looking forward to, and I think that's why this kind of drops down on the list a little bit for me. At 49, we have Padme. Yes, Padme from Attack of the Clones. Really cool looking figure with the all white. She comes with a ton of accessories. I posed her up a few times here and there, but, just not making it higher on the list due to the fact that I don't really think she can hold a place of her own in the collection by herself without the Anakin figure. This one was hard for me to do. At 48, I'm going to go ahead and put Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse because you guys know I love Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse, but this one had its issues. The material was too thin. There was just some issues with the body and the accessories and putting the different clothes on and everything. And the fact that they did such a great job on the first Miles from Into the Spider-Verse, it just made it that much worse knowing that they could have perfected it and they decided not to. 47, I'm going to go ahead and put Captain America from Captain America and Winter Soldier, the TV show on Disney+. Very cool figure. Love the fact that his wingspan is so massive. Looks really good in anybody's collection. And I believe it's even better than the second one that they did for the Captain America solo movie. Okay, guys, believe it or not, number 46, yes, I think she's a little underrated. You're going to see a couple figures in my collection that I feel like are underrated. But Kate Bishop from Hawkeye from Disney+, which is a show I really liked, is definitely a top 50 figure, especially in my collection. And I know it doesn't seem very high, but I really, really like this figure. And I mean, the bow and arrow, all of that. I used to be a huge Green Arrow fan when I was a kid, reading the comics and everything. So Hawkeye and Kate Bishop just really remind me a lot of that experience. And yeah, I don't know. There's just something about Haley Steinfeld and Kate Bishop as well. So great show. Love to have it in my collection. At 45, I have Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I'm happy to say that even though they did not complete this line, shame on you, Hot Toys, I am happy to say that I got this figure along with Star-Lord. He comes with a lot of cool stuff. I just got him in this basic pose for right now, but I do plan on doing something with him and Star-Lord in the near future. Guys, at 44, I got Lady Pool. She was such a cool character in the movie, and I'm so happy to have her in the family right here in my collection. So yes, at 44, with the awesome accessories and just a cool vibe, Lady Pool. At 43, I have Ahsoka Tano from The Mandalorian, I believe Season 2. I don't have Ahsoka the White. This one was fine enough for me. I actually like this look more, too. I mean, the white looks cool. The sculpt looks better, but I like that traditional, the old school look for Ahsoka. And happy I have her in the collection. I think she'd be a little higher if she didn't have a lot of issues with her arm and I could pose her a little bit more. We have the GOAT, Michael Keaton, Batman at 42. Now, this isn't the OG Batman like 89 in Returns, but it was really cool to see him in the Flash movie. I actually really like this figure a lot. The material is a little and the cape is a little off, but overall, love the figure. At 41, I have my 1/4 scale Spider-Man figure. Now, this is really cool because of the base, and I'm happy to say that I have this in my collection because it's so awesome. This base, the Vulture and everything, looks really, really cool. I don't even need the 1/6 scale version of this because this right here is a staple in my collection, putting him at 41. And at 40, I have Yelena, another very underrated figure. She's in my collection. The suit looks awesome on like the snow suit Black Widow. This is done correctly. Why couldn't they just be the same? Yelena looks great. And yes, I probably am still going to be getting the other Yelena from Thunderbolts, even though they didn't finish that line. But yeah, very cool, underrated figure. Comes with a lot of accessories. At number 39, we're in the 30s now. I got integrated suit. This is one of my first Spider-Man figures I had got in my collection, and I think what really puts this one up in the, I guess, higher up on the list is because of the base. The base is super cool. The tentacles are done right. This is what it should have been like for Doc Ock, and he looks super cool. I mean, look at that base. Wow. At number 38, I'm putting the homemade suit Spider-Man. Very cool suit. Awesome to have the drone as well. And this is one figure that you can actually pose very well and not be worried about it and worried about, damaging your figure. At 37, I have Iron Man. This is the Mark 50. I actually got this from my good friend Dilo the Collector. Shout out to him. But I need more Iron Man in my collection. This is not the greatest Iron Man figure. I really love it, though, because, just it's from a buddy. And he does look cool. He is the only Iron Man in my collection. 36, I am going to go ahead and put Miles G. Morales, the Prowler, from Across the Spider-Verse. Now, part of me wishes that this was the Prowler from the first movie, because that would be so much more cool. Now, this is a cool figure. I was a little underwhelmed when it came in, but cool figure nonetheless. 35, Wanda. Yeah, I know. Over the Prowler? What? But Wanda from WandaVision. I really, really like this sculpt. I think this is one of the best sculpts in my collection, and I really do love the TV show as well. It's a show that I can watch over and over again around Halloween. Just a great show. At 34, I have Kidpool. Now, I had this lower on the list for a while, but then as I started making the video, I was like, nah, he's got to be higher because look at what you can do with this figure. Like, dude's reading comic books. He's got a gun. He's eating some pizza, chilling on the couch. Like, I'm sorry. I should say she. I'm just so used to the comic books, but she is just chilling. Okay, very cool figure. Definitely one that you have to have in the collection if you are a Deadpool fan, and that's just common sense. At number 33, I do have the Anakin Skywalker that goes well with Padme from Attack of the Clones. Now, this is a really cool figure, and I put this one higher because it's Anakin, and it definitely can hold its own, unlike the Padme as I was talking about. But it is a very cool Anakin. I think this is an underrated Anakin figure as well. At number 32, I know many of you would put Anakin ahead of this, but at 32, this Electro sculpt is pretty sick. I think he looks great. This is from a great movie as well. The outfit, the material, everything about this figure looks stunning. At number 31, I have the Scarlet Spider-Man. And this is cool. This is from I believe, the first Spider-Man video game for the PS4. Very cool game. Very, very cool look. I love that it kind of looks like that Infamous video game. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but like the spray paint on his chest and everything. And he's pulling up the Too Sweet. Moving into the top 30, I'm starting with Star-Lord, yes, from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to go with that Groot. Talked about the movie already. Loved it. Cool looking suit, believe it or not. I really like the Star-Lord. At 29, Black Widow from the Black Widow movie. I think this is the best Black Widow there is, other than the Artisan one that recently came out. I really like it. Very, very posable. Comes with really cool accessories. And I don't know, it just looks really good compared to that Snowsuit Widow. 28 goes to the Mandalorian. This is actually the one that comes with the blurg. I like the figure, man. Looks really good next to Ahsoka. I understand that's not the correct armor to go next to Ahsoka, but I love it. Andrew Garfield gets a 27 spot. Definitely a cool figure. I am looking forward to the new one, though, or else this might be higher on my list. But again, going off emotions and everything, too, not just the figure itself. Cool-looking figure. Need more Andrew. Spider-Gwen from the End of the Spider-Verse movie gets the 26th spot. With all the accessories that she comes with, multiple head sculpts, and Spider-Ham, yeah, she definitely is going to hit that top 30 mark. She used to be a little higher. 26, I feel, is fair for now after getting 35, 45 more figures. You guys, it's starting to get hot. We in the top 25 now, and this is the black suit Spider-Man figure from the Spider-Man 2 video game. And let me tell you, this thing feels and looks amazing. Look at that Venom logo. Look at this Spider-Man figure. It's amazing. At 24, we have Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness. Really, really good looking figure. Love the movie too, honestly. And I absolutely love Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. Carnage coming in at 23. Very cool figure. A lot of people put this Carnage over the Venom. I don't, but it is a cool figure. Just look at the detail in those abs, the tongue, everything with the face and the claws. He looks great. Venom coming in at 22, right after Carnage, so they're neck and neck. But I don't know. I think what gives this one the edge a little bit is that I actually got mine that came with that head sculpt right here, as you see. And yeah, just looks really cool. And I love this trilogy, as you guys know. We're going to stick with the Venom look, okay? We got 21 goes to the Tobey Maguire symbiote suit Spider-Man. A lot of people were talking about like proportions and stuff like that. I think this suit looks great. I think Tobey looks good. I'm happy with this figure. Number 20, we have the Batman with Robert Pattinson. The figure's kind of grown on me a little bit more. Ever since the Penguin show, I've actually really grown to like this suit a little bit more as well. So happy I have him in the collection, and I want to see more figures from this line. At number 19, we have Luke Skywalker. The only Luke Skywalker that I have, okay? I understand, with the snow speeder look. And I don't know, I like this pose. But he's a cool looking figure, man. You can do a lot with him, and I'm just happy to have this Luke Skywalker in the collection. And yes, I need more. Number 18. Wow, we're already at 18. I got the Feral Predator, and a lot of people would put this even higher, especially in my list. But this is the only Predator I have. I plan on getting more. This thing is massive. The shield looks great. The accessories are amazing. The base is great. And I really like this movie, and it plays a special part with me and the family. So, yeah, definitely going to be in the top 20. Moving on to the 17th spot, we have the T1000 2.0 from T2. I really love this figure. I'm sure the T800 figures would be on this list as well, but I do not have them in my collection yet. They are pre-ordered, but I cannot wait to get them to go with this T1000. I think this thing looks great, guys. One step ahead of the T1000 at number 16, we have the Green Goblin from No Way Home. Now, that's the Fiend on the left side of him. And I just love the Green Goblin look with that glider. I want him to be higher, but it's tough. But that sculpt, wow. At number 15, don't laugh. At number 15, we have Buzz Lightyear. It's not even Buzz from the Toy Story. It's from the Lightyear movie, which was okay. But I still like this figure a lot. A lot. This speaks my childhood right here, and I think he turned out to look absolutely great. Another stunning figure we have at number 14 is the Tobey Maguire with the Sandman base from No Way Home. I love this base, and I'm sure the base had a lot to do with putting this figure a little higher on the list. But there's a lot of people that think Tobey's a GOAT, okay? So be happy that he's higher on the list. Just a great looking figure, and that base, man, that base kills it. You guys might have been wondering after seeing the other Deadpool figures when I would put Deadpool on the list. Well, he's coming in at number 13. Number 13 is a good number for Deadpool, good ranking for Deadpool. Love him in the collection with the family, and such a great movie, guys. Deadpool is amazing. He's such a great figure with a lot of detail, a lot of accessories. I actually went ahead and bought the half-mask sculpt from the Battle Damage version because I don't think I'm going to get that figure, but to put it with this figure is going to look pretty sweet. And I'm happy to say, guys, he's a great figure. If you don't have Deadpool and you like the movie and you're 50-50 on it, definitely pull the trigger because I don't think you're going to regret buying him. At number 12, guys, I'm putting Darth Maul. Now, this is the 1.0 Darth Maul. I felt like this Maul was good enough. I didn't need the upgrade for the 2.0 with all these other figures coming out. I'm happy I still have this figure. He holds up. I love this Maul a lot. And one of the best villains in Star Wars. Spider-Man, the new red and blue suit with Tom Holland, is number 11. Just missing the top 10. But this base, this suit, everything about this figure screams Spider-Man and screams Marvel. Love it. Now, into the top 10. we have the GOAT, Michael Keaton, Batman 89, baby. And with this base, that battle damage chin, let's go, guys. This thing looks amazing in the display. I don't care what people say. The suit's awesome. I love it, okay? I think it looks great. It feels weird, but it looks great. All right, and I'm not feeling this figure all the time. Coming in at number 9, we got Venom, 21 inches of Venom from the Spider-Man 2 video game. And yes, I always have to say how tall this thing is. This thing is massive. This thing is awesome. And he was awesome in the video game. Definitely have to have this figure if you love that game. If you guys are missing out, you're missing out. At number 8, we have Spider-Punk from Across the Spider-Verse, the best figure that came out of that line, I would say, at least across the Spider-Verse line. You can have a whole bunch of different looks. You can have mask on, mask off. You can have the guitar or without the guitar. Just a really cool figure. Love him in the collection, and you can not have him if you are a Spider-Man fan. Come on, guys. At number 7, we have Darth Vader. Now, this Vader is the only Vader that I have in my collection. This one is from Rogue One. I'm happy with it. I do want the Return of the Jedi Vader, but for having a Vader in my collection, he definitely has to make the top 10. Great figure. Number 6 goes to the Advanced Suit 2.0 Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 2 video game. Wow. This thing is amazing. The texture, the colors, the everything about this figure, other than the fact that it didn't come with a head sculpt. Come on, Hot Toys. This figure looks amazing, and he looks great next to that Venom. But one Spider-Man that is better than him, coming in at number 5, is the Amazing Spider-Man, the comic book Spider-Man. This one's really cool, too. But again, no head sculpt. It bothers me. But yeah, I like the little green goblin there on the side. The base is flimsy but cool. And I love the camera. I had a better pose with this Spider-Man, but, just trying to take care of him for a little bit for now. At number 4, we have the Artisan Scarlet Witch that just came out this year. She's amazing, guys. I know that their curly hair isn't accurate, but I still think it looks great on the shelf. The head sculpt is absolutely stunning. She is the best Scarlet Witch there is. At number 3, we have the End of the Spider-Verse, not Across Spider-Verse, but End of the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales. What a great figure. This one was number 1 for the longest time. Comes with 3 head sculpts. Comes with a bunch of accessories. He's posable, and which is huge for Hot Toy Spider-Man figures. You can't beat this. This is a great figure. Get this figure. At number 2, we have Jack Sparrow Artisan from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and I think this is actually, I would consider this being one of the best Artisan figures. And I know that's cheating because, the hair is tight and everything like that. You don't really got to worry about it, but man, this figure is quite something in the collection. Quite something. Okay, guys, and at number 1, surprising enough, at number 1, we have RoboCop. Now, this is RoboCop 3, but he comes with, the jetpack and everything like that. I don't have the RoboCop 1, in the chair or anything like that, but I do have this one, and RoboCop just means so much to me. So much to me. And I think that's, not only is this a really cool figure, but because of the meaning and what means the most to me with this figure is that it had a lot to do with my dad and watching those movies growing up with him. I really, really love RoboCop. Guys, if you liked this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys know the next time a video comes out. Let me know your favorite figures in your collection down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you want to hear more about these figures, a little more in-depth look at these figures and why they mean so much to me, each and every one of them, I started a new new video vlog or whatever you want to call it, kind of talking about each figure individually. They're 2 to 3 minutes long. I started that with my members only. So if you want to kind of get into that and what they mean to me and a little bit more why I love these figures, then go ahead and consider becoming a member of the Brickyard. Until next time, keep bricking and make sure to always, always, always choose to collect.